Welcome back to the Jasmine Star Show. I'm going to start with a question. Can I invite you in to a private conversation? Yes. Here's a little bit of the backstory. In March, I launched for the very first time a program, a live course experience called Your Biggest Launch Ever. And for 8 weeks, I teach 2 live classes a week. And it is basically everything you need to know to launch your offer. But that's not what we're talking about today. What was an unexpected delight of this program is even though we're teaching everything we know, at the end, we have a segment for Q&A. And this is where we have real businesses asking for real advice on real situations. And one of the questions that came up was in regards to marketing. This difficulty, this idea, this presence that we know we need to market for our business, and yet we let the stories we tell ourselves get in the way of that. And the exact question was essentially, do you ever feel uncomfortable? Do you ever get embarrassed creating content in public? And I want to give you a little bit of behind the scenes because if I actually had time and thoughtfully presented my thoughts and feelings around creating content in public for the podcast, it would be, yes, my real true answer. However, when I give an answer off the cuff that is completely unprepared because the question was unexpected, I think you get a pure, undistilled, unrefined, completely from my heart and head answer. And that's what I want to share with you today. So let's dive in.
Britney, do you feel weird filming in public like that? I love the look of sitting outside, but I would feel weird talking to my camera on a tripod in public. I don't feel weird. I feel stupid. I feel embarrassed. I feel whack because honest to God, Newport Beach, it's California, but it is small town vibes. Everybody knows everybody. And now that I have a daughter who does like classes or library sessions, like they're like, oh, that's Luna's mom. And there I am like, by myself in public places, drinking green or blue smoothies because I think that the blue gets attention. It's so stupid. I hate it. One time I was recording in front of a tripod. This was during the pandemic and we lived in an apartment as our house was getting redone. And a guy was on Zoom on his team meeting. And he's like, look at what happens here in California. Look at her. She's recording her. Look at, and he's holding his laptop over the banister, recording me. He's on the first floor and I'm on the bottom floor. And I just sat there and I was like, I wanted to grab my tripod and slink away. But then I was just like, wait, these people on LinkedIn or whatever, he was on Zoom. Like, they don't know me. I don't care about him, but we live in the same complex. So I'm going to see him and I'm that girl. And then I went back and I'll never forget, it was Toxic by Britney Spears. And I had to do the pointing thing. And so when you're recording, the music's playing because you need to hit the beat. When the taste of your teeth, I want to go, it's toxic. And I was just like, press record, 3-second timer while he's holding his thing. But let's win. When I'm vacationing at places I've once dreamt of, when I get in my car after I get to charge it, when I get to order and have food delivered from Whole Foods, that is the greatest blessing I have ever received in my life. Watch me do things to do that. Please, if I don't take every luxury that I have been given, it is a disservice to everybody who ever came before me. You think I am going to sit here and not do something that is for free and get attention and build my life and build my career and be in places like this and get my family food delivered at this place? You think I'm not going to do that because somebody is having an opinion of me who doesn't know me on a computer screen? Get the hell out of here. And forgive me if you have children in the room. I just will do the stupidest things so my daughter has the option and the luxury to do different things. The same way my father cleaned septic tanks and put shoes on other kids that he couldn't afford for himself. He did that so that I have the option to do other crazy and stupid things. So my daughter had the option to do or not do other crazy, stupid things. If people have an opinion of that, go right ahead. I am taking the free things that I have been given and making the most of it. People will have an opinion if I do that or if I don't. So if I stop myself, I am guaranteed a loss. And if I try, I have a tiny chance to win. That is the belief I hold so deeply with me. So do I feel stupid and embarrassed? Yes. Does that stop me from building a business? No. But that is my conviction. That is not anybody else's. You can absolutely choose how you best feel comfortable, but please know you can play to win if you will let your feelings not get in the way.
Like always, this podcast is made for action takers. This podcast, everything I say, everything the team creates, every word that has been written in a show note, every piece of video or audio has been made because number one, we believe in you. And number two, I want to share everything I know on this wild and crazy journey of building a business. So number one, thank you for being here. And number two, thank you in advance for taking action on what we talk about. And number three, I bid you well as you go and you create content for your business, despite how awkward or embarrassing as it might be. Thank you for listening to The Jasmine Star Show.